What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video is going to drop? Hit the notification bell. 142, 118. The New York Knicks win their seventh game in a row. What can you say about this game? We got a lot to say. Actually, the New York Knicks had before I get into Jalen Brunson and my man who I had made a video about comparing him to Klay Thompson, starting to show he's starting to show everybody what I seen in him. I know a lot of people thought I was crazy or might think I'm a little, I don't know what y'all might think of my opinion of Quentin Grimes, but I think Quentin Grimes can be a superstar in this league had he been on a team where, let's say like Orlando, where before Jaden Ivey, excuse me, thinking of Detroit. But let's say like, cause that's what I'm gonna say. Let's say if he went to Detroit, something like that. I think he could have any team that way he would have had a chance to be a real focal part of the offense. I think Quentin Grimes would have really shined um, because watching him in college, he had that energy about him. You know what I'm saying? He's not just a role player, and that's what I like about his game because he can do so much more. But he's content into playing the role that he's playing right now for this team. All right, let's just talk about before we get. I know I said I was going to get into Quentin Grimes and my man Brunson a little later, but I just jumped right into Quentin Grimes real quick. But first, let's talk about what the Knicks achieved tonight in this game. Jalen Brunson, career high points in the first half, 30. I think he finished the game with 39 points. That third quarter, he didn't really take a shot until the end of the quarter. He was playing very unselfish. I don't know if the knee started to bother him or not. We'll see if he play against Miami, what the case would be. I'll check that out later on. You know how it goes. You know, we'll get more news in the morning. The second highest first quarter point total in franchise history, 47. Uh, I really thought we could have went for 50. It just that the Knicks, and this is going to go into the next one thing I'm about to say. The Knicks stopped taking threes. They kind of slowed the pace down. We tied the most 3-point made in a half in the franchise history. We went 14. I thought if somebody, and I don't know if that's a good, it is a good thing because they wasn't trying to force anything up just to break any records. They stayed and within the game plan and came away with the victory. The Nets try to make some runs, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't. It was the same as the Boston game. The third most points in a half in franchise history, 81 points. And I actually thought they could have. I was saying like if the Knicks could continue playing the way they was, they could get 160 points. They got damn near close to 142 points. They outscored the Nets in every quarter. In every quarter, you know what I'm saying? No, every quarter except the third quarter. At one time in the game, the Knicks was shooting 70%. We ended the game shooting 60%. We went 54 from 89 from the field, whereas the Nets shot 42 of 90. They shot 46%. The Knicks was killing them on threes. And let's just talk about the 3 points for a second. The 3-point shots for a second. It was like Julius Randle had to start the game off. R.J. Barrett hit that first three. Then Julius Randle came down and hit a three. And I want to say something. Julius Randle, let me see how many points. Before I get to his points, I'm just going to talk about the way he played. That first half, he didn't force shots. He looked for other guys. He played very unselfish tonight. And what I like about it, at one point of the game, Julius Randle had 6. R.J. Barrett had 6. Quentin Grimes had like 12 or 13 points somewhere around there. Jalen Brunson had 19 points. Other people was involved, and the team, the ball was really moving. And being that I was liking it because the Knicks are last in assists in the league, so I was liking the ball movement tonight. We just got to continue to play like that against Miami, and further on, as y'all seen my video, I said the Knicks can go 47-35. That's my prediction of how the Knicks would end the season in the win and loss column. Um, Rebounds, we killed them on the boards. We had 46, they had 31. Free throws, we made 14 out of 21. The Knicks got to really work on their free throw. As a team, we shot 66% in the game. They went 19 of 20, going 95%. We had 28 assists. They had 26 assists. We had 5 steals, so they 6 steals. 3 blocks, so they 5 blocks. We all know how my man get. I forget his name. That's funny. I forget his name. I liked him before he cut his braids off. Um, Turnovers, and I go over to the stats. I bring his name up. Turnovers. The Knicks had 16 to their 12. And what I like about this year, the Knicks have cut down on their turnovers. They average somewhere around 13 or 14 turnovers a game. So this was a game like it's kind of hard to say that the Knicks are the king of New York, and because we went and beat up on the Nets when I don't know the Nets are under. I don't know. Some people would say, "Oh, they don't have Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. They don't have blah blah blah." But the Knicks was always playing the Nets. These teams had superstars, and for once we had an even playing field, and we showed who's a better team. Because in my opinion, you don't really always need superstars to build a team to make a team great. You see what the Knicks is doing right now. Jalen Brunson wasn't considered to be a superstar. We'll see what he be called next year, next season, how people and how these analysts and so-called experts look at him after the season is over. But for right now, he wasn't considered to be a superstar. Um, as I said before, a lot of people didn't think this signing Jalen Brunson will move the needle for the New York Knicks. It's doing wonders. And I also said that is it all Jalen Brunson? I like to say Jalen Brunson's success come from playing a bit alongside Julius Randle, and Julius' success come from playing alongside Jalen Brunson. More so Julius Randle. And I know a lot of y'all might disagree with that, but just think about it. If when Brunson was playing, let me get some video up of Brunson. I'm talking all this smack. Let me just get some video up of Brunson real quick while I'm talking about my man. When Brunson was playing with Luka Doncic, he was in a shadow, and you could say, saying he had a person that was more talented than Julius Randle. So why wasn't he able to do the things that he's doing right now? That's because Luka wasn't getting the double teams as Julius Randle was. They wasn't presenting the opportunity for Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is getting what he want because teams have to pay close attention to Julius Randle. Sometimes it could be because they think Julius Randle is going to turn the ball over. But that's why we brought Jalen Brunson into this game. So a lot of things have changed. Um, Jalen Brunson, like I said, I thought he finished the game with 39 points. Let me just go to their stats real quick, too. So while I'm talking about him, I thought he could have finished the game with much higher. I was saying to myself, he can go for 50 points if he would apply the sophomore. But he came out and he played team basketball, and that's what I like. He played team basketball. Team basketball. So we're gonna see how far this team go in the playoffs, and I think they're gonna go very, very far. I'm saying a lot of people may not think so, but I do. I think Brooklyn Nets is. Well, I should have came out and just said the Nets went from contenders to pretenders. That's how I really wanted to start this video off. But you have to think about. I don't want to beat down on the Nets, but it felt good beating the Brooklyn Nets. I'm not gonna lie. It was like 3 years before we got the win the last game, and that win felt good. But it would have felt better if we was playing against Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But a win is a win. I'm not gonna take nothing away from the New York Knicks, especially it being the 7th win of the season. All right, Quentin Grimes. Like I said earlier in the video, I had made a video comparing this kid to Klay Thompson. I still think this guy can get his game, if not near Klay Thompson, but just below Klay Thompson, if he get the opportunity. And what I like about him, like I said earlier, he doesn't force his game. You know what I'm saying? He let everything come to him. He played defense better than any player that I've seen in a while that been in the league for such a short time. Or this is his second year, and you see what he's doing already. Imagine his 5th or his 6th year, how he's going to really be playing when he got the game down packed. And y'all know what I mean by that. The New York Knicks, and I said it in a few videos that I made maybe a month ago, or a month and a half. This is a contending team. And a lot of people may not think so, but I think this team will make the Eastern Conference final. I don't know about winning the going to the championship, but if we do go to the championship, then anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? All cards are off the table. If the Knicks can get to the Eastern Conference championship and somehow prevail, I got them to win the damn championship. I know it ain't gonna be like in 2000 when we got there and San Antonio swept. Now this is a totally different team, and it all gonna depend on who we play on. But honestly, the West is with Golden State in the state that they are in, Golden State in the state that they are in, and what they are right now. And I'm not going to say they can't get better in the weeks coming. Uh, Steph is supposed to be coming back. There is rumors he's supposed to be back the next game or whatever. But I just think this is an old team. And then I just look at the West. It's not like or any other team is invincible. So if the New York Knicks got in the championship and got on a run and played the way they play in these 7 games right now, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? The Brooklyn Nets, I'm not gonna say this was a cakewalk, but it was. They tried to make it close. They didn't. What's this kid name? Cam Johnson went off for 33. I really thought Bridges was going to go off like because the last game, night before, he had 31 points. A week ago, he scored 45 points. He actually got the nickname what they calling him Macau, Brooklyn McBridges. What are you calling him? Let me look. Yeah, Brooklyn Bridges. It's kind of catchy, Brooklyn Bridges, but I thought he was going to be the man for them. It was Johnson. And before I go, I know I was bashing the Brooklyn Nets, but at the same time, the Brooklyn Nets could be in the same position the New York Knicks is in right now next year because they have the talent. Cam Johnson is a damn good player. I like that kid, Cam Thomas. He's also good. Ryan O'Neal, Steph Curry, little brother, Seth Curry. He been in a slump like a couple of games. And Claxton, that's what I meant to say. The guy name I forgot his name. Claxton, Nicholas Claxton. Dinwiddie, I like Dinwiddie game. Finney Smith. They got a lot of good players over there. Sharp, so Harris, Patty Mills. They got a lot of East Sumner. They got a lot of young talent over there that I think will develop into something, and they'll be able to keep a lot of these kids because they're on rookie deals, second year deals. You know what I'm saying? So the Brooklyn Nets is not out of it, right out of it. In my opinion, who knows they can get their game, they can get their things, everything together by playoff time come and start gelling. But right now they're a little, as Clyde the Glide would say, discombobulated as a team. Nobody know who's really the man. But the New York Knicks, 7 wins in a row. What do y'all think? Do y'all think we can go all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals? And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.